17-year-old girl Lavinia who committed suicide, and and everyone is saying that suicide is committed because she was forced to become a Christian. This incident happened in Tamil Nadu in a Saint Convent school, Saint Mary's school, and this incident has happened. And the reason why this incident is so much in the news because it is said that this 17-year-old girl Lavinia was forced to convert to Christianity, and this girl was fed up because of the forced conversion was that has been forced upon her, and because of that she has taken a decision to end her life. Now this is a very false news, and I will prove you with the articles, because the reality is completely different. Reality is that, as I read all the articles and all the newspaper, is that the warden, she's a 74 years warden, her name is Mary. So warden has actually abused her, and kind of have given a physical torture, and because of the physical torture she committed suicide, not because of any kind of conversion. But the media and the BJP, they are constantly telling to the entire world, and they're constantly trying to show that the reason why this girl has committed suicide is because of the conversion that has taken place, or she was forced to convert to Christianity. Now first let me read you the first article that I have in front of me. This article is from the Hindu, and this is at January 29. Now look at what the article says. It says, yes, the death of the schoolgirl in Thanjavur district has triggered considerable controversies in Tamil Nadu. The student who died by suicide was studying at a Christian missionary school in the district. She was originally from Aryallur district and stayed at the school hostel. Allegations have been made stating that the girl was being forced to convert to Christianity. A video clip purporting this has emerged while the parents of the child filed a petition alleging that she was forced to carry out domestic chores at the hostel. The BJP has launched protest with regard to this issue, and the matter is now being heard at the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court. The National Commission for Protection of Child Rights has also launched an inquiry into the issue. Now, two main people want to get the inquiry done. That is, one is the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, and another is BJP, and both of them are saying the same thing, that the killing of the girl or the suicide of the girl has happened because of the conversion. Now let's another article, and this is also from the Hindu. The date is January 27th. Okay, now what first read the headlines. Fresh video of girl by suicide. Girl who died by suicide in Thanjavur district had no religious conversion. Now we read the article further. Now it is said here, the girl is purportedly saying that she has resorted to the extreme step as she was unable to concentrate on her studies due to the daily course that she was being asked to carry out at the hostel. The Thanjavur police investigated the suicide girl of a class 12 girl student of a Christian missionary school, are checking the veracity of a fresh video in which the girl is purportedly saying that she has restored to the extreme step as she was unable to concentrate on her studies due to the daily course that she was being asked to carry out at the hostel. There is no mention of religious conversion by the girl in the fresh video which is being circulated in the social media. The latest video clip, running a few minutes, appears to have been shot while the girl was undergoing treatment in the hospital by an unidentified person. The video starts with the girl being asked to disclose her name and that of her parents. She says that she used to be a topper in a class, but due to family circumstances she joined late at her institution this year. So there is some family problem also that we will go and address later. Okay, please just keep focusing at the article. Due to this, sister used to ask her to write the accounts even after the girls had said she could not understand anything. So the girl says that she was not able to do it, she could not understand anything, but the sister there, the warden was continuously forcing her to do things that she doesn't want to do. Even if written correctly, the sister would make me sit for an hour saying that I had written is wrong, the girl says. As a result, She was unable to concentrate on her studies and had been scoring less marks. She decided to resort to the extreme step as she felt that she could not study if the situation continued. To a question, the girl says that she was asked to do the course by the warden, including opening and locking of the gates, switching on the motors, and checking it on. The girl, no, please look at this one. On whether the school has asked her not to spot a bindi, the girl replies in negative. So the person who was with the camera, he was trying to change the whole situation into a Hindu Christian kind of religious conversion kind of debate. So what the guy was asking, that did the school forced you to not apply a bindi or spot a bindi, in which the girl replied as a negative. That means the girl said that the answer is very clear. The girl does not want to be lie. The girl does not want to lie. The girl does not want to go with the person who is questioning him. The questioner wants to actually point out that somehow the Christian missionaries are forcing Hindu girls to convert to Christianity and to not even use bindi also in their foreheads, which the girl has replied as a negative. Now the girl says that she would have been asked to stay back and study if asked for permission to go her village for the Pongal festival. However, this time she was sent home due to her poor health. So for the Pongal festival she was there with her parents in her home. When asked whether they knew that she has attempted to end her life, the girl replies in the negative. Now very important, when asked whether they, apparently the questioner is talking about the school, when asked whether the school knew that she had attempted to end her life, the girl replies in the negative. Very important point. You need to understand what is happening here. The cameraman is trying forcefully to let the girl kind of speak up and omit something negative about the school, but the girl only has the problem with the warden who was trying to force her to do things which she don't want to do. But the questioner is trying to force her to say something bad and something negative about the Christian school, Christian missionary school. So that is why he asked her whether the school knew that she had attempted to end her life. The girl replies in the negative. The girl identifies the name of the sister as Sahaya Mary in the clip. Police sources says the veracity of the fresh video in circulation was being checked as a part of the investigation. Inquiries were on to identify the person speaking with the girl in the video. The mobile phone used for recording the video of the girl leaked earlier has been sent for forensic examination in Chennai. Now this is very important. The earlier video was shot by Muthaval of Arelul district, from where the girl hails. The forensic examination done. Now this guy Muthaval is a very important person because he is the one who shot the video. And let me tell you one thing, he also belongs from RSS and BJP, like we see in the another article. This article says that a class 12 student has consumed poison at her school on January 9th. After her health worsened, she was dashed to a government hospital where she gave her declaration that she took the extreme step after the hostel warden forced her to clean rooms. She was succumbed on January 19th. Now look at it. The video clip sparked a political storm in the state, where the BJP is demanding strict action against for those pursuing her to commit suicide by pressuring her to convert to Christianity. So the BJP always want to bring up to change the complete situation in forceful conversion, which never happened here. This thing has never happened here till now. Now let's look at another article. This is from Mirror Now. Now what this article says, now this is an important point. In the Lavanya suicide case, the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, NCPCR, chairperson Priyank Kongo is expected to visit Thanjavur in Tamil Nadu to conduct an independent inquiry in the suicide case of a 17-year-old girl student. NCPCR has issued a notice to state DGP on January 21st and asked him to submit to a factual report. Okay, now there is one more thing also. What the chairman of this person has said, that I will also visit the school and take stock of the situation. So, what both the National Commission of Protection of Child Rights and the BJP is trying to do is they want to blame the school and not the individual person. They know that this is not related to the conversion. Forceful conversion is just a false claim that the BJP is trying to make. But both the NCPCR chairman and BJP, they are trying to show and try to investigate and trying to lodge the complaint against the complete school that they are doing the forced conversion in the school, which has never happened. Now there is not a single evidence. Now let's go to the another, that is OP India. Now this OP India, let me tell you about this OP India, this kind of website, this kind of media house, they are always against Christianity. So what this OP India has to say here. Now even the OP India is saying the petitioner council argued that the girl had complained about harassment in the hostel. The petitioner council added, while explaining the nature of the harassment, she was made to do other works including accounting works. She complained that she won't be able to study amid such works. Now let me tell you very important thing here. On leaking of the video evidence, not the first video. The first video was deliberately leaked by the Muthavan, by the BJP and RSS people, so that they can create a communal tension in the village in Tamil Nadu, that Christians are forcibly trying to convert Hindus, and in the result Hindu people are committing suicide. But what happened when the second video released, in which the girl herself is saying that she was not forced to convert to Christianity, she has taken this extreme step because, and the only reason is that she was made to do work even when she doesn't want to do it. Her education was getting very bad and she was not able to do the forceful work that the sister was trying to push her on. These are two complete different things. But what happened when the second video leaked? RSS and BJP got angry. They got very angry because now the truth was everywhere and everyone was watching the video and knowing that this was not about conversion. Now look what the petitioner has said. On leaking of the video evidence, the petitioner council argued the dying declaration given to the magistrate was shown in TV. How can it be leaked? There are guidelines on dying declaration. The dying declaration should not be made public until the final report is filed. So they never wanted this thing actually to be leaked to the public. Here the Muthaval, the guy who actually shot the video, is not cooperating. This is what the police has also said. Now let me tell you something about what the school has said. We are into the education for last 300 years. We don't converse. So for past 300 years, all the children are studying in the school. Conversion has kind of complaints have never taken place, but still the BJP is trying to show that this school is doing conversion. The missionary school in whose hostel the incident has happened has attempted to act naive in the courtroom by saying that they are into education for last 300 years and not to convert Hindus into their mission. Now it is very important here. Now look how OP India has given the statement against the Christians. Converting Hindus in exchange for food, economic support and medical assistance has been an old strategy of Christian missionaries in India. This is a statement of a newspaper. This is a statement of a media house. Now I will expose the hypocrisy just now. They are saying that Christians are giving support, giving kind of food. Look here, they have written they are converting Hindus by giving food and economic support and medical assistance. Okay, so if Christians are giving medical assistance, if they are giving food, and even if they are giving medical assurance, then that is how Christians are converting Hindus. Just look what they are asking. Support us. Whether NDTV or the Wire, they never have to worry about funds. In the name of saving democracy, they get money from various sources. We need your support to fight them. Please contribute whatever you can afford. So at one place, if a Christian gives money to anyone, then it is conversion. On the other place, when these people are begging for money from the whole world, then it is not conversion, it is for the democracy. Just look at the hypocrisy. Openly they are asking for money and if anyone gives them money, then conversion doesn't take place. Then the democracies and saving of democracy take place. But when a Christian provides help to anyone, either with money or with food, then conversion take place. This is the hypocrisy of right-wing Hindus. Now let me just read one more article. Statement of Thanjavur girl who died by suicide handed over to the cops. The statement was recorded by a Vishwa Hindu Parishad Arelu District Secretary P. Muthaval. So the person who recorded the statement, the person who made the video, his name is P. Muthaval, and he is a secretary in Vishwa Hindu Parishad Arelu. So that makes it everything clear that why this Hindu Christian angle was added in this whole suicide of this girl. In fact, if you look here, I'm reading from the Hindustan Times. Okay. The Superior General said the child has been studying in the school since when she was in class 8. She wanted to stay with us even on vacations without going home. Thus, she grew up to be the child for all of us. That is why she got 489 out of 500 marks in 10th class. That means she is a very bright child. She was excellent in her studies, and one of the reasons why she committed suicide, because she was not able to focus on her study, not because of any kind of religious conversion. It is very crystal clear that the warden has not been helpful to this kid. The warden has been very naive and very kind of brutal to this child, but religious conversion has never taken place. That same child in that same school has scored 489 out of 500 marks, which shows that she loves that school, she loves studying, and she loves education, and that is what she wanted to pursue. Now let's look another article here. This article is from again the Hindu, and what this article says is that here. Meanwhile, State Secretary of the Communist Party, Marxist K. Balakrishnan, affirmed the party's solidarity with the management and staff of the school by calling on them on Friday. Mr. Balakrishnan urged the government to initiate action against the BJP State President K. Annamala for what he called ranking up communal tensions, which would harm the social harmony in Tamil Nadu. So, the BJP state president is trying to create a communal tension in Tamil Nadu between Christians and Hindus. Now this article is very important. Now look what happened in this all of this Hindu and Christian debate, in this all of this Hindu and Christian, all the suicide of the girl and everything that is happening, what the villagers wanted. Now this is what villagers has done. Okay, this is the article. Thanjavur girl suicide case. Resident urge admin not to allow political parties to come to this village. Now this happened in January 28th in Thanjavur, Tamil Nadu. The villagers of Mekalpatti have submitted a petition to the Thanjavur district collector stating that some unidentified person are trying to create communal disharmony and attempting to politicize the unfortunate death of a 17-year-old girl, Lavanya. Lavanya, who recently died by suicide, stayed in Mekalpatti village. Soon after her death, allegations surfaced she was pressured to convert to Christianity by a nun at a school 2 years ago. In the petition submitted to a collector, Dinesh Ponraj, the resident said, Hindus, Muslims and Christians are living together, but some section of people are trying to politicize the incident of Lavanya's suicide. The villagers urged the collector to take action against those who disturb religious harmony. The villagers also claimed that the conversion never took place on the campus of the school. Now just imagine, the villagers are themselves saying. The villagers are coming out and they themselves saying that conversion has never taken place on the campus. The villagers also urged the administration not to allow any political parties to visit their villages. However, they assured the officials that they will fully cooperate with the police in the investigation of Lavanya's death. This is how much the situation had got worse, that even the villagers and the seniors of the villagers, they are submitting, look at the picture here, they are submitting their petition to the police that we don't want any kind of political party in our village, and they are trying to create a communal tension. Let's go to another article. Now it is very important here. Just look what happened. In the forensic analysis to Chennai, we do not know how many videos have been shot, and the same is being ascertained. He said the authorities were also probing the call made by the girl to a child line 2 years ago, alleging complaining about her stepmother. Now, very very important. There was some huge problem in the family of Lavanya. She made a call in the child line support. So in Tamil Nadu there is child line support. So this girl made a call in the child line support against her stepmother. So definitely there was a huge crack. There was, I would say, there was some kind of, there was situation which was bad between her and her stepmother, and the authorities are also looking at that angle also, that why the girl has made complain about her stepmother uh, in the child line services. So this is also a very important point which the parents have not said, because the stepmother and between the stepmother the relationship was not good. Now according to him there was a large conspiracy. The hostel warden, a senior citizen, is in jail, and another warden was being questioned by the police. Mr. Muthawal, who shot the video, has criminal charges and has attacked Christians before. Submitting a confidential affidavit to the court, he claimed that girl was suffering from a medical condition and has launched a complaint with Childline against her stepmother. So that means the girl was not happy with her stepmother. The girl, in fact, the situation in her house against her stepmother was so bad that she has to lodge a complaint in the Childline support. That clearly tells that there was a lot of problem, home abuse that was happening in the home of Lavanya, against Lavanya by her stepmother. And definitely we can also maybe think that we don't know who the father has supported, whether the father supports the stepmother or Lavanya, but the situation was definitely very bad. Now we'll look some other articles also. Let's look this one. This was in the news minute. Tanjavur student suicide. No complaint over religion at school in 10 years, says department. Just imagine, the school which they're trying to say does the business of conversion. In 10 years, they have not received a single complaint on any kind of religious conversion from that school. Now we'll read it from here. The report says that in the past 10 years, there has been no complaint from students or the teachers of the school over religion, and that there was no religious campaigns carried out by the headmaster or any teacher of the school. The report says the child education officer and the district education officer had inspected the school 16 times between 2011 to 2021. That means from 2011 to 2021, the district education officer and the child education officer has inspected the school 16 times. In those times, they have received no complaints from the students on the basis of religion. The report adds, as the school was functioning smoothly, neither officers received any complaint regarding religions. The report adds, despite being a minority run Christian institute, given that most of the students were Hindus, I hereby declare that no religious campaigns were carried out either by the school headmaster or any other teachers. The report carries data on the religious background of the student who have studied at the Sacred Heart Michaelpati School in the last 10 years, 2013 to 2022. In total, the report says 5,270 Hindu students have studied at the school in this 10-year period, as opposed to 2,290 Christians and 176 Muslim students. For the academic year 2001-2022, the report says that there are 444 Hindu students, 219 Christians and 14 Muslim students. Based on these numbers, it could be concluded that there are more Hindu students in the school than Christians. Now we will read further. Talking about the deceased student, the report says that as her home was in Ariyalu Circle in a village, she was staying at a nearby hostel for the nuns. The report further adds that it has come to be known that the child suffered the medical condition vitiligo, and that Though other students had the habit of going home during vacations, the student remained at the hostel. So she also had some medical condition called vitiligo, and because of that, she remains in the hostel. She never goes to the home even during the vacations. The report further states the student only attended class for 18 days while she was in class 11 in 2021. 9 times in February and 9 times in March, which were in person classes. She didn't attend any of the online classes. According to the report, after going to class 12, she intermittently attended class between September 2021 to January 2022. Now we'll go and watch other also. Read further. The report further states the student only attended class for 18 days. And so here, on Thursday, a second video emerged of Lavanya, where she narrates that she took the step to end her life after extra work by the hostel warden made her fall behind her studies. There is no mention of conversion in the video. The newly leaked video was shot at the hospital where she was admitted before her death by a person named Muthawal, who is a Vishwa Hindu Parishad Arelu district secretary. Very important. TNM has learned that there are 4 videos in total which Muthawal has recorded, out of which 2 has been released and only one of them talks about the conversion. And that too, this conversion video is talk. The question was asked by Muthawal himself. So we can clearly say that there was a very strong agenda by the RSS and Vishwa Hindu Parishad to make this matter into a religious conversion matter. If we further study here, now this is also from the News Minute. Yes. Now look what the villagers have to say. The villagers of the Maikalpati village. The residents of Maikalpati village in Thanjavur submitted a petition at the collector office on Friday, January 28, stating that the unknown person was trying to create communal disharmony in the village. They have also sought protection from people who may disrupt the peace. They also alleged that unknown person who has been visiting their village and have been asking for interviews against the school. So there are people who are going to the village and asking people to give interviews against the school. That means blaming the school that school is doing a wrong thing. However, we don't know who they are. The school is a pride of the entire Christian community, and it is being tried to deviate the issue as a religious issue. Our children study in that school, and there has been no issue of conversion in all these years. The inquiry into Lavanya's death will bring out the reason, they said, and added the tension has been prevailing in the village since the incident. And if you go further, now here also they are saying the same thing here. Now, despite being a minority-run Christian institutes, given that most of the students were Hindu, I hereby declare that no religious campaign were carried out by the school, either by the school headmaster or any other teacher, the report said. Come on, let's read another article here. It is also saying the same thing here. This is from also Hindustan Times. It is saying that Tamil Nadu gun suicide. High Court asks man who shot video to submit phone to police. So this guy Muthawal was not cooperating, and he is not trying to help also in this situation. Now just look what here the article says. The minister said that though the school is run by Christian, it has more Hindu students. The school hostel warden was last week arrested on charges of abetment to suicide for harassing the girl. Several times this warden has paid for her school fees when her parents were not able to meet the expenses. Many times this warden has helped the child in her school fees and the other expenses when her parents was not able to do it. But no matter what she has done, given that she caused a distress to the child, we have to take action against her, which I also completely agree. If she has abused the child, then she needs to go to the jail. If she has done wrong to the child, she needs to be punished, but not on the grounds of religious conversion, which is completely false and is made up totally by the RSS and the BJP. If we read another article here, Now here, Muthaval, who handed over the phone that was used to record the video to the police on Tuesday for forensic analysis, as per Madras High Court direction, was among three people arrested in February 2019 for assaulting two Christian preachers. That's it. Here you will understand the character of Muthaval. Muthaval is already a con man. He was already arrested in February 2019 because he assaulted two Christian preachers, two Christian pastors in 2019. So Muthaval is not some kind of innocent person. He is already a criminal kind of person, and the only reason he did this is to go against the Christian community, because he has already attacked the Christian pastors and preachers in 2019, because of which he was arrested. Muthaval claimed the girl parents. Now just look how coward this he is, and how he is trying to escape the situation. Muthaval claimed the girl's parent asked him to record the video when he went to meet them on January 17th. The girl told the magistrate that she consumed pesticide on January 9 at the hostel but didn't tell anyone about it. She was being treated for vomiting. She was taken home on January 10th and then rushed to a hospital on January 15, where she died 4 days later. So, on January 9, she consumed pesticide. January 10th, she was taken home. That means that same day she was taken to a hospital, got the treatment, and then she was taken home. January 15th, she returned back to hospital where she dies. So what happened in these 5 days? The most important thing, the death of Lavanya actually somewhere lies between these 5 days. What happened between January 10th to January 15th? Was Lavanya forced? Was Lavanya poisoned? What was the reason? Because if let's look at the situation. When Lavanya consumed the pesticide on January 9, she was taken to the hospital, she was given the treatment, and she was okay. Then she came back on January 10th. But this time when she again went back to the hospital, she was out of recovery. The doctors cannot treat her, and that is why she died. So what happened between January 10 to January 15 is very important. A police officer said Muthaval waited for 2 days and released the video after the girl who topped her class 10 exams died. The child uncle has friend in the VHP, though he is not a member, and that is how Muthaval got involved. Very, very important. Please try to understand. After the girl has died, Muthaval released the video after 2 days. The girl has died. If suppose why I'm trying to say this, if there was a religious conversion issue, then Muthaval should have went to the police and showed the video the same day he had recorded. Then at least police could have also gone and asked and examined the girl and asked her the question whether religious conversion has taken place. That means there is something very much wrong here. Muthaval never wanted the police to question the girl, and Muthaval waited for the girl to die, and after 2 days of her death, Muthaval released the video in the public. And there is last one here. This is also the same, in which Lavanya clearly says Lavanya makes no mention of the conversion, leading to the question on whether she has been tortured for the earlier video. Now, so we can make clear conclusion here that definitely the warden has abused Lavanya so much that she has taken her life. Somewhere the warden is very much responsible for the death, for the suicide of Lavanya, but no way it is the case of religious conversion. Please try to understand, this was a pre-planned. The Muthaval guy, the RSS VHP guy, waited 2 days. After the death of Lavanya, he waited 2 days and then he circulated the video. If he was so transparent, he could have given the video the very day he recorded to the police officer, so that police officer could have examined her. But he waited for the death of the girl and then he circulated the video, which clearly shows that he does not care about the girl. He wanted to make a political tension. He wanted to make a religious tension in Tamil Nadu between Hindus and Christians. And there is also another thing here, is that there are many YouTubers who have used this opportunity to kind of spread this false agenda. If you look at now this YouTuber here, he has said the every single Christian school is becoming a conversion adda. That means every single Christian school is in the business of doing conversion, and he made this bold statement without knowing any fact and any truth. And of course, the reason, if you go and look at his YouTube channel, he is filled with anti-Christian. He is an anti-Christian person, and he is a right-wing RSS, BJP, Bajrang Dal kind of supporter. So for him, doing this kind of cheap, he's like a lapdog. Okay, he's like a lapdog of BJP, so you cannot expect anything from a dog. So that is what his I can only say about him. Another thing is here. Now this was actually made by Study IQ. I think Study IQ. I think his name is Mr. Agarwal, who made this video on Lavanya. Now what he said here, he said that in past many incident has happened in Tamil Nadu in which such kind of cases has taken place. But now he mentioned these cases here. Please look at this image. He mentioned in November 2006 there was a suicide of Omalur Sukanya. Okay? Sukanya was found dead under mysterious circumstances in the Fatima school campus, a school run by Catholic missionaries. This was the first. Forensic evidence suggested the girl has been sexually abused. Huge claim. Huge claim Mr. Study IQ, Mr. Agarwal has made. Second thing, he made the claim in February 2009, 12-year-old Ranjita committed suicide after she was forced to read Bible verses. He made some extreme claims that such thing has happened, but in reality, if you go to the internet and if you will search Omalur Sukanya and a 12-year-old Ranjita, you will be shocked to know that not even a single evidence is out there, not even a single article is out there which mentions such cases ever happened in Tamil Nadu. In fact, there is only one website which is anti-Christian website. It is a completely RSS, BJP, Bajrang Dal kind of Hindu supporter website, from which he has taken this article, and he has taken the article from the website which I will show you right now. And what he did is that he posted that facts here and showing that this is the ultimate fact. This is not the truth. I have searched the entire internet, I have searched the complete database, and never found a single website, I never found a single article written on Omalur Sukanya or a 12-year-old Ranjita, and such case has ever happened. If you know any kind of any website which mentioned the suicide of Omalur Sukanya or the 12-year-old Ranjita who committed suicide because she was forced to read Bible verses, trust me, you will not find a single evidence out there. There is not a single website out there. There is not a single evidence out there. And Study IQ had lied in front of the entire world. And because Study IQ wanted such kind of tension to be created. How are they trying to put such an information out there when there is no source, when there is no data out there, when there is not a single kind of article out there? The only one website is running this article, that too is an anti-Christian website. That website has also not given a single evidence of Omalur Sukanya, that where it happened, when it happened, and most important is that not a single evidence of the about the police and the FIR. Only a name has been given, Omalur Sukanya and Ranjita, that both of this girl have died, but when you go and search for the data, there is no data available. So if such an incident has happened, it should be on the websites, it should be on the news articles, but no, it is there only in one article. Even you can go and Google search both Omalur Sukanya and 12-year-old Ranjita, you will only find one website and one article upon them, and there is no other data, which clearly shows that there is no evidence out there. So if there is evidence out there, it would have been posted to other websites also, it would have been covered by other media channels also, but no, there is not a single covering of this story by any media channel apart from that website, which is an anti-Christian website. It is an anti-Christian website from the day one. So even Study IQ is in the business of creating religious communal tension between the Hindus and Christians. Maybe this is the agenda of the Study IQ, to bring out things from those places which has no liability, which has no accountability. There is no accountability of that website, there is no accountability of the data that is providing. It is actually very shame, and I think we should all report Study IQ. You can go to the channel and report that channel for creating community tension against the Christian communities. That's it for this video. We will meet in the next video, guys. Till then, goodbye.